Darkness is not your enemy, it's the raw material of transformation. When life drags you into the shadows, it's not punishment, it's preparation. You are being refined, not ruined. Every sleepless night, every rejection, every moment of doubt has been shaping your inner steel. We grow through contrast. Without darkness, you'd never learn to crave the light. People run from their pain, but those who face it head on discover their power. Pain is not a wall, it's a doorway. Every scar tells a story of survival, and if you stop seeing it as damage and start seeing it as data, your pain becomes purpose. The world conditions you to fear failure, but failure is simply feedback. It's the universe whispering. You're being sculpted. Growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you are stretched, challenged, and tested beyond what you thought you could endure. The people who thrive are not those who avoid pain, but those who learn to use it as fuel. When the darkness comes, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this trying to make of me? That's where transformation begins. You are being tempered like steel, each setback, each heartbreak, each loss burning away what's not essential. You are becoming indestructible. Stop waiting for rescue. Stop hoping for someone to come fix what only you can rebuild. No one is coming, and that's the most liberating truth you'll ever face. Because the moment you stop waiting, you start moving, you start reclaiming your power. Every time you look outside yourself for validation, you give away your strength. Heroes are not born, they are self-created through relentless ownership. The victim asks for sympathy, the warrior takes responsibility. You want freedom? Then own your story. Every piece of it, the good, the bad, the broken, the brilliant. You can't rewrite your past, but you can redefine its meaning. When you finally realize that you are the savior you've been waiting for, the world around you begins to shift. Discipline replaces dependency. Action replaces excuses. When you stop wishing for the world to be easier and start demanding that you be stronger, your power becomes unstoppable. Life rewards those who move first, who act without waiting for permission. You are not helpless. You are a force waiting to be activated. Every decision you make to rise, every time you choose courage over comfort, you take one step closer to mastery. No more waiting, no more hoping. The time to rise is now. You are your own rescue. Most people spend their lives reacting to circumstances instead of creating them. They let the world dictate their emotions, their direction, their worth. But the truth is, the world doesn't shape you, your focus does. Where focus goes, energy flows. If you feed distraction, you weaken your potential. If you feed discipline, you awaken it. Every day you have two choices, feed the noise or feed the vision. When you focus on your fears, you multiply them. When you focus on your goals, you energize them. You can't control the storms of life, but you can control where your sail points. That's power. Focus is your weapon in a world designed to scatter your attention. The greats, the winners, know how to starve their distractions and feed their purpose. You can't build an empire with a scattered mind. You must master the art of mental discipline, saying no to everything that doesn't move you forward. Every notification, every doubt, every unnecessary opinion is stealing from your destiny. Protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Focus is how you turn chaos into clarity, frustration into fuel, and dreams into reality. You don't need more time, you need more direction. Get laser focused on what matters and watch how fast your world changes. Your environment either expands you or erodes you. It's impossible to fly when you're surrounded by people who are content crawling. If you want to evolve, you must outgrow certain people, habits, and spaces. That's not cruelty, it's clarity. Energy is contagious, and if you surround yourself with small minds, you'll shrink your vision to fit their comfort zone. The ones who laugh at your ambition are the ones too afraid to chase their own. Growth requires solitude. It requires stepping away from the crowd to hear your own voice again. When you detach from toxic energy, your frequency rises. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's survival. The people you allow in your circle are mirrors of your standards. You want to elevate, then build a circle that challenges you, inspires you, and calls you out when you play small. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Replace gossip with growth, comfort with challenge, and validation with vision. Create an environment that feeds your greatness. Because when your surroundings are aligned with your purpose, your growth becomes inevitable. And when you finally learn to stand alone in truth rather than surrounded by approval, you become unstoppable. Pain is life's most misunderstood teacher. Most people run from it, numb it, deny it. But pain is not the enemy. It's the invitation. Every great transformation begins in discomfort. Growth doesn't come from pleasure. It comes from pressure. The gym for your soul is built on struggle. You can't build strength in comfort. You can't find purpose in perfection. Every setback, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt is carving you into someone stronger. Pain shows you where you're still alive, where you still care, where your potential still hides. The problem isn't the pain, it's what you decide it means. You can let it define you or refine you. Winners turn pain into power. They ask, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of, why me? Every wound has wisdom in it. Every scar is a symbol of survival. You can't avoid life's storms, but you can learn to dance in the rain. The difference between the broken and the unbreakable isn't what they go through, it's how they use it. So when pain knocks, open the door. Welcome it. Let it burn away what no longer serves you. Because on the other side of that fire is the version of you that you've been chasing. Action is the cure for fear. You can't think your way into confidence. You must act your way into it. The moment you move, momentum takes over. Fear feeds on hesitation. It grows in stillness. The second you take that first step, the fear loses oxygen. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Start where you are with what you have and let motion build your mastery. Discipline is freedom disguised as effort. It's the bridge between dreams and reality. Every day you delay, you reinforce your doubt. Every day you take action, you reinforce your power. Consistency compounds. What starts as a spark becomes a wildfire. You don't have to do it all today, you just have to start. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. You can't outthink fear, but you can outwork it. You can't escape the grind, but you can transform it into greatness. Every small win builds belief. Every act of courage multiplies confidence. So when your mind says, I can't, your action must say, watch me, because motion creates emotion. And once you move with purpose, nothing can stop you. Most people are addicted to distraction because they're terrified of silence. In silence, you meet yourself, and that's where truth lies. But the world has taught you to stay busy, to scroll, to fill every second with noise, so you never have to face what's really going on inside. Yet, true power is found in stillness. When you disconnect from the chaos, you reconnect with clarity. The mind, when quiet, becomes your greatest ally. In that space, ideas are born, direction becomes visible, and your intuition, that inner compass, starts to speak again. The average person consumes thousands of meaningless inputs a day, and they wonder why they feel lost. Focus isn't a skill anymore, it's a superpower. When you choose to be still, you reclaim that power. The quiet moments are where transformation brews, where vision sharpens, where strength rebuilds. Don't run from solitude, run toward it. Because isolation isn't loneliness, it's alignment. It's the reset button for your mind, the training ground for your next breakthrough. Turn off the world long enough to hear your soul whisper, this is who you really are. That's where creation begins, in the silence that the masses fear but the masters crave. Reinvention doesn't happen by accident, it's a decision. You don't stumble into a new life, you build it with intention. Brick by brick, choice by choice. Every version of you that you've ever been has brought you here, but the next version, the powerful, disciplined, purpose-driven one, requires you to let go of who you used to be. People cling to their past because it's familiar, not because it's fulfilling. The comfort zone is a cage decorated like home. You can't step into the future while dragging the weight of old stories. Reinvention begins with honesty. What no longer serves you? Who do you need to stop being to become who you're meant to be? It's not about pretending or forcing. It's about remembering the potential that's already inside you and choosing to activate it. You've rewritten the story before, you can do it again. The beauty of being human is that you're not fixed, you're fluid. You can pivot, adapt, evolve. The key is courage, the courage to destroy your limits before life does it for you. Every sunrise gives you a new script, every decision gives you a pen. Write something worth living. Reinvention isn't about escaping yourself, it's about meeting the upgraded version waiting within. Most people want change, but they fear the cost of becoming the person capable of living that change. Growth demands that you let go of comfort, safety, and control. Discipline isn't punishment, it's liberation. When you master your impulses, you take command of your life. Every time you choose focus over distraction, purpose over pleasure, you're reprogramming your identity. You're telling your brain, I am no longer ruled by weakness. The reason so many people stay stuck is because they let their feelings dictate their actions, but the masters act beyond emotion. They understand that emotion follows motion. You don't wait to feel confident, you take action and confidence follows. The same goes for motivation, clarity, and momentum. The body moves first, the mind catches up later. When you discipline yourself to do the hard things, to wake up early, to stay consistent, to push when you want to quit, you're not just achieving goals, you're reshaping your entire destiny. The person you become through that process is far more valuable than the outcome itself. Every rep, every sacrifice, every moment of resistance builds mental armor. You stop negotiating with excuses. You start embodying power. That's the shift from trying to force change to becoming the kind of person for whom success is inevitable. And then comes purpose, the fuel that ignites everything. Without purpose, even success feels hollow. Most people chase money, fame, validation, and still feel empty. Why? Because they're climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall. Purpose gives your struggle meaning. It's what transforms pain into power and chaos into direction. The question isn't, what do I want? It's, who am I here to serve? The moment you link your actions to something bigger than yourself, energy multiplies. You stop being dragged by life and start driving it. Purpose makes discipline natural because it gives you a reason to endure. It's no longer about grinding, it's about giving. You become unstoppable not because you're fearless, but because your mission is stronger than your fear. Every day becomes sacred. Every chapter